Welcome everyone to the Peasent Podcast. Get comfortable as we sit around the fire and chat everything DayZ. We'll be joined by our podcast team, TikTok creator Smiley's Got a Gun, long-term player Mr. ADKCue, long-term player Noah, and of course our chat moderator Queen Peasent, so don't forget to say hello to her. People in the chat and those in the comments section, drop your thoughts, your opinions on our subjects. We always like to come back to them. And if you're live with us on the chat, we'd definitely like to get you involved. We may also have a few special guests in our group chat. So welcome everyone to the Peasants Podcast. As I said, it was a little announced to say that Mr. Laws Killfeed would be on, but I talked to him about an hour ago and he just got back from being away, and it is quite late there, so he may have fell asleep or something's happened. We will confirm on what happened to that. So we're going to get on with our show. We're going to talk about the Jupiter hotfix delay of 1.25 that was delayed twice. The announced purge that never actually happened to a wipe. Are dupers now part of official, and can they be stopped? Combating dupers on community. Should every update be with a wipe? And what's the issue with wiping servers? So I want to delve right into that because we're going to hit 1.26 very shortly. Experimental looks absolutely delicious. If you haven't had a crack of experimental, get out there and have a go. It's something that's really picked up the game itself. I think the survival aspect and the changes that they've made are spot on. It's a shame that they don't have a spot where you can put on the devs blog, you nailed it. You know what I mean? Rather than somewhere where you get feedback tracker. So maybe that's something to look into. See if we can put in there that, yep, this is good, this is good, this is good. Sometimes when you're satisfied about something, you don't always speak up. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. My giant tower of power, it's getting bigger. As I said, if you're a coder or would like to build yourself a stage.
How's your server going, Brandon?
We love to dive on stage. We can hear
the
louder.
PvP one. Yeah?
One's on shout.
You're just doing mainly focusing on 8.
I do like the name change in the gamer character you're using. I don't know where they are. In here. I wonder if they can hear me.
Morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah. Good. Oh, he left his tack on.
Put your special people glasses on your chair there.
Yep, sweet as.
Special people glasses.
Special people. How we go? We going all right?
For the peasants, I mean.
For the peasants.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Ziemlich wie im...
Oh, okay. Is that how you say it in German?
Nah. It would be ziemlich gut. Das ist wie immer...
Simi?
Nee, ziemlich, aber fucking never mind. Just look at that bird. Fuck you, bird.
Hey, you leave the bird alone.
Shit,
Told you, it's a pretty bird.
Actually, can I ask a question, bruv?
Yeah. Far away.
These posters here, this one up here, has that got anything to do with the devs, or is that just random people?
Up in the
Is there
top
real
corner.
people in that picture?
I don't know. I couldn't work it out, and I couldn't even find anything on it. I did a little bit of research on our little board of, what do you call it, but no idea. That's not the dev team. That's too many people. I don't think they have that many people now.
What is it?
I bet that's just a random school
too many
class that got paid
females.
pizzas. Yeah?
I reckon it's like someone's high school
Given a
photo,
pizza to take a pic.
and they've just chucked it up there.
Yeah.
That's probably like a senior class. I don't know. Yeah, it could be a dev team. Could be Bohemia, like the whole.
You reckon
Whole company,
the
maybe.
whole company's photo?
Maybe that makes more sense.
There you go, chat. There's your
Got me
research.
eye.
Does anybody know what that photo is about?
It's everyone's homework
I don't
for
know.
next week.
That's it.
find it in the files and get a clearer picture.
Yeah. Or we'll just do what we usually do
All these fucking
and screenshot
birds.
That too.
it. And we'll put it up and ask the devs who
Probably
is this
take
people
forever
on,
to even.
on Twitch. Oh no, not Twitch. X.
Yeah.
So who the fuck's this
Yeah,
people
X,
in your
yeah.
sign? But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's funny how blowing these massive signs up like this, you get to read some of the stuff that actually goes on. Like there's dated stuff. One of the posters, one over here has like 2015 in it. So the board obviously dates post 2015. So then you can start building like a timeline of where it actually, like I'd like to translate some of what the actual documents are. If you could just get one of those apps that you just put up and go beep.
Yeah, just use the good old Google Translate.
Yeah. That's cool. I sat there when he first put it in, when he first gave me the file. I think I sat here for about half an hour to an hour just like looking at Berenzino in 1980 and trying to work out where it is, where they're taking the shot from. But it's from the industrial area, from the port side, looking inwards. Well, they put some fucking detail into it. They put detail. That's what I couldn't understand about this game. They put so much detail in some areas, and some areas there's just no detail.
Wonder if that's
That
down to
puppy
which
looks like
Steve
mine in real
created which
life.
thing.
Which puppy?
Alright, I just asked Copilot. Says the school group photo in DayZ is a bit of a mystery. It appears on an info board inside the schools in-game, but the identities of the people in the photo are not explicitly mentioned. The schools in DayZ are based on Soviet-era structures, and the photo might be intended to add to the game's atmosphere and
It's from a
backstory.
real school in Russia, probably.
Fuck.
That's what I'm guessing.
Here it is, here. Mr. DRT.
But that flag, I don't think
TRD.
that's a real
Hello, good
flag.
sir. How you doing?
That's
Welcome to
probably-
the
I
podcast
don't know.
room.
You could edit too. Like, you're really good at Photoshop. You can.
Edit it in.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. And then you got whatever that must be a schedule. Must be a class schedule or something like that. But yeah, but all right. Let's kick it off. We're delayed enough. I don't think our guest is fast asleep since his time. What time is it for you, Noah?
1 a.m.
There you go.
1:20 a.m.
Yeah.
I hate birds.
You hate birds?
He's
So's the Queen.
Actually love birds. You know, there's one kind of birds. They're called I once tried to translate them. They're called tits. Yeah. Some pretty cool birds here. We have them in Germany. Yeah. Sing birds or whatever you fucking call them. They're called tits.
I like how you accentuate the T.
Yeah, that's it. Get a real
Yeah,
on it.
tits. Alright.
All right. Well, before we kick off into our massive group conversation, is there anything that the co-host would like to start with their business call? Any biz on the
I'll
table?
kick it off again. So, this week I've been running around through a few PvP servers, get my deathmatch on. I've actually hit shots, so Q's not so bad at PvP anymore. I come across one that I kept finding myself dragging
Hey, Jason.
back into it, just really enjoyable. And it is M4 PvP of all.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
A big congrats on that. Every time I've hit it, there's always been 5 to 10 people on. So it's always been popping
Yep.
quite hard. The layout of it's really, really good. I think the way you've set it up, there's good sniper positions and good close combat. It's actually a really well put together server.
Thank thanks, man. Oh, Preesh. Oh, that's lovely to hear. Thank you. Oh, I've gone all weird now. I've gone all fucking weird.
That's it. That's M4 PvP. If you want to go have a crack.
Yeah. Oh, no, it means a lot coming from one of my close friends. Thanks, Q.
From the
Thank you.
survival
Yeah.
expert.
No, that's all good.
It hit me in the soft spot. Thanks, man.
Yeah, jump on. Jump on. I'll hit you in the soft spot of a bloody nice long range rifle too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good just experiment with smashing some buildings together, an idea I've had for ages. So it gave me the outlet to do that. Plus, I did that, get my creativity on. Plus, smash it with all the peeps telling me like, all my previous servers. The one thing that they always said was, this server would be good if it had M4s in it. Can we have M4s? Can we have M4s? Hey, can we have M4s? And I was so sick of how many times I've heard that. And I thought, all right, fuckers, here, have your M4s. So anyway, I'm getting used to using them. I find them very hard to, because I like rifles and shit. I don't know. I found it really hard to, you really have to put a lot into someone to knock someone, I'm
That's it.
so used
It's
to
not
running
just a
around with
tap,
like
tap,
a
tap, dead.
DMR or something.
I think that's
Yeah, I just like to aim
it's that
shoot your dad.
357
But these ones,
feel where you got to really,
yeah,
give it a bit of a fight going, not just dead.
you have to sprinkle, then finally they're dead. But I don't know. Yeah, kids seem to like it. But yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I enjoy it. I love getting on there myself and have a little poke. People on there are funny. A lot of people are using game chat on there, which is funny. Listening to people that
Yeah, I
a
was.
lot of Brazilians.
Ah,
Brazilians like
Brazilians.
it.
Deep minds.
There's a big population
Yeah.
of Brazilian gamers out there.
Yeah, definitely. Ah, yeah. Thanks, Q. That's made me pretty
Ah,
chuffed.
it's all good. That was my buzz for the day. Thank you, sir.
That's cool. All right,
Yeah.
bro, fire away. Top
Nice.
that. Go on.
Okay, yeah.
Or Noah.
Wow.
Noah, you got
My-
any business
my-
first before you start? We'll leave you to the end of the epic business again.
I don't know, man.
No? Yeah, didn't bring your shotgun along?
I
New
don't-
glitch for the shotgun?
Nah. Unfortunately not.
Come on, you said that there was a new glitch. Just say what the.
Nah. Maybe next time.
All right, you're gonna come for it next time.
Yeah, but I don't know if I should say this or not, but something about your server, yeah, like this here, if you change it back to the PvP one, I think it was better before you changed it with all the new fucking loadouts and stuff, because now it just feels like another PvP server, and before that, it felt like a nice fucking freshy
Hey,
PvP
Gaz, how you
thing,
going?
you know what I mean? Spawn in with the shitty guns, and then run to a car and get a kind of better gun, and murder all the freshy gun people or the fucking geared people. That was fun. Yeah. But now it just feels like another PvP server, you know what I mean? That's just yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty mean, One person praises one of the co-host server, and you just shit on the host server.
That's more. That's my fucking
PvP
business. That's my
server are you
business,
talking
yeah,
about?
That's his
sorry, I'm just-
business, that's fine.
Let's talk about mine.
We've all got
like this
PvP
one, when you
servers. We
change
don't know
this
which one
back
you're
to-
talking about.
No, this one, the netball one, when he changes back from.
Yeah, my one. He's talking about it going
Yeah.
from scorpions and stuff. Now you just load in normal loadouts. It's more foul based
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I think before
based.
that it was better.
Yeah, but just took too
Had like
long.
Yeah,
more
but that's
fucking
it, that's-
flashy PvP before that.
That's the thing, though. We like to experiment on our servers and sort of just try different things.
Change shit.
No,
Load
I'm
out some
just
stuff, it's
saying.
Yeah, have it
Saying
Change it
changed.
up a bit.
My opinion. So
Um,
nicht persönlich nehmen.
Yep, just bag me out. That's fine. Bruv, your turn.
Yeah, on his own podcast. Savage.
And that's why I wasn't sure if I should say it or not. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, well, that's something you put in a DM.
Scheiß drauf, Alter.
All right, bruv, can you do me a favour? Our guest is downstairs. Can you go sort him out for me?
I sure
No,
can.
no, you
Okay.
stay. Get Q to do it. Because you got to do your business.
Right.
Oh, cute. Oh, okay.
Hey, can you get the fuck out of here?
He said bruv. I thought you said
No,
bruv.
I did,
sorry.
and then I said, oh, well, I thought, oh, fuck, no, she's got to throw a business out. So Q just did his.
Well, my business is, yeah. So I actually did my homework, went on experimental. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, listening.
And can I just say, love the foxes. Absolutely love them. And
Sound like a dying rat.
Oh, you got to see the TikTok if you haven't seen the TikTok. Oh, God. I wish I had it easily accessible.
Hugging the fox.
Go on, explain.
yeah, okay. So, so I decided, it was actually a bit of a happy accident. I was like, oh my God, they go like full stiff and you can carry them around. So you can actually, and if you do certain emotes with the fox in your hand, you can do so much with a fox. And yeah, but there was one thing that was a disappointment was that I thought that you could, like the other, like, you know, when you have a chicken and you have it in your hand and you can punch someone out with the chicken,
Yep.
can't do that with a fox. As soon as you start punching, it drops to the ground. So that was a disappointment.
Can't
But
beat
everything
anyone
else, yeah, you can't smack someone up with a dead fox, people.
with it.
Just if you wanted to give it a go. But you could do everything else. You can ride them like a pony. You can, yeah, you can pat them. You can feed them. Yeah, you can do you can do a lot with a fox. But I love them, and you can, you know, you can shove them in a backpack and carry them around. So it's really good that they've added pets into DayZ. Is what I was point. Even though they don't sort of move much, yeah, you can still keep them as a pet. Haven't played with the rabbits yet.
Yeah,
I didn't come
nice.
across a rabbit, but I'll have to try a rabbit next. But you know what? This next update. Can I just say, even like I know we're all excited about the new map, but can we just take a moment to like really appreciate this next update? How much is going to be in there? I reckon this next one is going to be such a massive jump, and yeah, a really really fun update. So hats off to DayZ for the next one.
100%.
So and
Yeah.
if
Yeah, go.
yeah, well, I just wanted to really encourage people to
Well-
get out there and try and jump on experimental. You know, try the, you know, hunt for the new animals, try the fishing. You know, try the new wolf head thing, which I haven't done yet. I haven't ventured up that far at the top of the map
Got
to
stuck
actually
on the fox.
get a wolf yet.
Got stuck on the fox.
Yeah, get stuck on the fox. But yeah, definitely a good time on experimental. It's been fun.
100%.
And that's my business.
That's it. So
Yeah.
definitely go out there. If you search Smiley's Got a Gun on TikTok, you'll be able to find the fox. It's hilarious. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I
making
must
new
say it went
friends with the
really
animals.
popular. Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle
It
out
gained
of Bass.
actually it's gaining 1,000 views a day at the moment. So it's been running for 7 days. It's up to 7,000 views.
Fuck.
Yeah. A happy accident. I thought it was just a stupid little TikTok. It's always the ones that you don't expect, isn't it?
Explode out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You narrated it in your shed, didn't you?
Yeah, it was tight. I was so out of it. I think I had 2 hours sleep, and it was like, yeah. And I made it. And I just, you know what it was? It was pure laziness because I thought I'm gonna have to like type all this in, you know, and put in like the things. And I thought, you know, fuck that. I'll just ring Noah and narrate it and record it. And it was yeah. You know, it was a happy accident all around. Yeah,
Oh, sugar.
it was a good time. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, well, no, that's good. So, yeah, definitely get out there, have a crack at experimental. Going to be epic. It's going to be a big game changer. A lot of people are going to get upset. There's going to be plenty of complaints. But, yeah, it's going to be good.
As always, yeah.
I'd like to welcome in our guest, Mr. Laws. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. I do apologise about the time mix-up. He thought it was tomorrow,
Yeah,
June the 24th.
yeah, my fault.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but I guess we'll have pretty big time difference in between us, so
100%.
still my
It's 9 o'clock on
apologies.
Sunday here, 1 a.m. in Germany, and about 4 p.m. in the US. Firstly, let's dive into your little one-on-one little interview. Can we ask what brought you into the world of DayZ? How did you arrive into playing and coding for the game?
So, KZ, generally I started off on PC with Armor. As most people know, DayZ was a mod for Armor 3, I think, was it?
Yep.
But even before that, it was some YouTuber, so Soviet Womble, what his name was. And I was always watching how DayZ was like really, really open world, really tactics, really strategies and stuff. So that's what generally pushed me towards trying out DayZ and trying out armor mods, so to say. Afterwards, I honestly laid low for a good while. I didn't play much. I tried coding my own server, as everybody else also tried coding their own server. But I honestly had medium level. I would rather say little success with that because it's really hard, to be honest. It's much harder than people would expect from it. I rather stick to the coding of bots and coding a DayZ server. It's unexpectedly hard, you know. Like heads off for all the DayZ server owners, because it's much more work than somebody from the outside would expect. For the kill feed and
100%.
stuff, it all really started out when a buddy of mine, we were like freelancers and so on. There were jobs, there were appearances for a lot of DayZ bots and so on. We tried our luck on that. My early friend, which I'm still friends with, left after a while, but I kept going with the bots. There was some drama on the start. I gotta admit, like there's always some drama
There's
somewhere.
always drama in the
But
DayZ world.
yeah, sadly, but I mean, it's maybe better that way, you know. You see people are actually passionate about the whole game. They're actually passionate about what they do. You know, there wouldn't be no drama if people would be like, oh, yeah, I don't care about it, you know.
100%.
Uh,
100%.
and yeah, I started out as a freelance bot developer, then afterwards started the Laws Killfeed. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. This is the second kill feed after Jabers.
Yep.
I must say Jaber led the way with kill feed bots and everything around it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did do.
that's how I came to be here.
That's definitely the very starts of it. There was the two Jeevers and Laws battling it out, but that's actually a hectic history of how it all started. Um, over your time that you've spent making, the kill feed bots, what's been the hardest part of your journey?
The hardest part of the journey, that's never actually questioned myself that, but oh, mate, if I'm gonna be honest, the hardest part was seeing people leave in different ways, to be honest.
Y-
A lot of people I felt like I've personally known for years have left not just DayZ, but li life itself. I would say. You know, when the whole connecting to the community part, I took, I would say, a bit too serious.
Yep.
But if you're asking me for the coding part, generally, uh, everything was here and there. To be honest, there were some harder parts. I must say, like I learned a lot through coding for DayZ. Like I learned a lot of stuff. A lot of improvements happened over the years with DayZ coding. And honestly, I'm happy to have found this community not just because of the bot, but because of my further development. Because as a programmer, I gotta admit.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. The actual community has driven you to expand your horizons and learn more.
Oh, that for sure. That for sure. Trust me, like the community is awesome with the ideas. Like every day there's somebody else with another idea. There's every day there's somebody else with some crazy plans of a server, something totally unique. You know, it's honestly sad to see that a lot of people are actually leaving because the customizability of DayZ I gotta admit it's pretty high, but it's never enough for the ideas of some people. But of yeah, exactly, the ideas of some people. Like there's never going to be enough features. There's never going to be enough room, space for all the creativity of a lot of people I've met through the years.
Yeah, 100%. Especially with the modding community out there, pumping, all these assets into the game and expanding it, and expanding other people's ideas and putting more ideas in other people's heads. I don't think it'll ever stop. Um, what's your If you were to sit down and play DayZ, what is your style of server you would go to play?
Honestly, I didn't like. I have a few test servers on my own where I just log in and try out stuff, but I haven't actually played actively DayZ for maybe 2.5 years now. Because honestly, there's not much time of actually playing games anymore after like oh, there's always tickets, there's always some ideas, always something to work on. You know, before when I had not had so many people give me ideas, I would join in on the game and check out and maybe get some ideas through the game, you know. But at the moment, there's enough people PMing me that's giving me ideas, so I don't really have to get on and think, oh yeah, that might be a good idea, that might be a good idea. Nah,
There's no
there's
short
a lot
supply of
of bigger
ideas
brains.
flowing into you now. You got too many of
Yeah,
them.
there's no short supply. Luckily, the community is very, very creative, unexpectedly creative. You know, I did mods for GTA 5, the 5 ending. Uh, Before that, I also did mods for San Andreas multiplayer, generally open world games, you know, but
Yeah.
unexpected amount of ideas on the DayZ community is amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to hear from that sort of aspect, especially, GTA is a big game, and a lot of modding happens in that game too. But no, the DayZ community is very creative. Um, what's your thoughts of the next update? Have you seen much of the next update?
I honestly just read the technical parts about some of the improvements, about the audio enhancements and the draw distance enhancements. I honestly hope just the current consoles can keep up with what's coming. That's honestly my only worry about everything what's going on. Uh, I recently also read that it's being delayed a bit. Honestly, I see a few people having bad thoughts about the delays, but I feel they should rather delay it and test it a bit before actually releasing it, in hopes that something doesn't break. To be honest. Also, the new map, I hope there's gonna be some improvements on the new map. I generally expect more objects, more items, more, you know. But the problem, as we all know, with more objects in the game is people find some ways to cheat their way through some stuff and so on. So You know, I also did some work as a game tester before, and there's no way to test it enough for somebody to not glitch or dupe something in some ways.
Yeah, that is.
Impossible to do.
I was going to say that's probably one of the biggest things that's going to happen is all the new assets and stuff, and people being able to, do that phasing stuff and white walling and all sorts of nonsense. Do you think the new map will improve the player counts overall?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. They also mentioned Livonia is gonna be for free in the base game. That's gonna 100% improve a lot of the player base for the game. Understandably, they gotta like put out some new DLCs and stuff and actually make money through the years. We've had so many free updates for the game, so many free updates for the game. I'm honestly totally fine with some paid DLCs. And I mean, if the price is gonna be like a normal price, affordable for everybody, I don't see a problem with that. And it's most likely gonna bring more people additionally to the map and additionally with new assets and hopefully new improvements, as somebody else mentioned. Also the fishing, I'm honestly mostly prepared for that. And hopefully they bring out some new activities,
Yeah,
some new
100%.
mechanics, some new.
Yeah, some new mechanics and some new ways to play the game. That's definitely put it in. Anyone you would like to give a big shout out to for supporting your journey? Is there anyone in particular who has guided you along all those years?
Oh, mate, well, there's like, I wouldn't know where to start. There's like so many people. Like my best buddy, nobody saw him for like 3, 4 years already. His nickname is simply Beatbot. He's stopped playing the game, but he's generally the person who helped me with the coding on the start. Um, for also there's Mr. Rhino and Louis. Rhino is still around. Some of you might even know him. Louis hasn't been around for years, but these are generally the people who are there from the start, helping me build everything up, helping me with the coding, helping me with understanding the concept of the game, understanding uh, how should I say, understanding the community, you know.
Yeah.
They were my literal introduction into everything, I would say. Additionally, I would like to mention also Jaber, who helped me a lot through the from the start with a lot of coding and stuff. Even though he had his own kill feed, we were kind of competition, you know, but he was a really nice guy, and I never felt with him like we were competition, but rather colleagues in parallel fields, I would say, parallel roads.
Yep.
And yeah,
Well, I suppose
nice. I met him
you were
not
both
what.
were pushing limits that were undiscovered, especially in the console world.
Sorry, can you repeat?
You and you two guys, especially at the very start, were, you know, putting out a product that wasn't available in the console world at that time. You guys are pushing new boundaries.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, it was for me. It was unexpected that the console itself could actually do a lot of the things it can do. For the part where uh, honestly, we don't thank enough Nitrado for actually giving us the API and stuff they gave us like from the start. It's like they had no need to actually do a lot of stuff they did, you know. And I mean, the biggest thank you for that goes to Nitrado. There's a lot of, for example, there's a lot of websites at the moment which host DayZ PC servers in GTA and Ark Survival and lots of games which don't supply you with half of the stuff which the trader actually gave us. So I would really say that Nitrader was the biggest, how should I say, help with the documentation, with the accessibility. I mean, even though it has some bugs and glitches, I mean,
Yep.
God, my own kill feed, my own program software, I've been writing software for 14 years now. There's like Never something I wrote that was without any bugs or glitches. There's no perfect program. There's no perfect anything really, and totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with it.
That's probably the first time I've heard anyone give Nitrado a rap. That's probably the first time I've ever. They do cop a lot of slack, and I think we are a little unknown of what was and what other sides of it could be, and that's a good example of how someone who's worked in the industry and worked with that real closely has seen the benefits of Nitrado can give. So no, I'm very impressed in that statement. Would any of
I
our
mean,
yeah, fire away.
sorry, but for the Nitrado part, as I mentioned, there's a lot of shortcomings, I gotta admit. But yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm the first one that says, "Oh yeah, they did this, they did that. It's a fault from them. That's it." But in the end, I rather have somebody there who does faults than somebody who doesn't do anything, you know?
Yes, yeah, correct. First to complain, but don't mind giving them a pat on the back.
Yes, exactly.
Would any of our panel like to ask any questions?
Oh, I would.
Yep.
I would, please. Can I just say, firstly, I don't really get nervous ever, and very rarely, but I actually feel very nervous today. I feel like we've actually got a celebrity here today, so I'm feeling a little awkward. Okay, so first question. You mentioned before, Smiley, by the way, how you going? Um, sorry, I'm just giggles now because I'm nervous. Okay, so, oh, hi. Um, so you mentioned about how you don't get a chance to play much DayZ because you're quite busy now. How do you balance your work on the bot with other aspects of your life?
Oh, yeah, that's a hard one to be honest. It's how should I say it? It's very hard to balance it at all, I would say, you know. The time zones don't fit most of the people, you know. There's most of the players are from the US and the UK, and mostly when I should be asleep, I'm online actually doing support for people, you know. But I don't mind it, you know. I've been used to working late nights and stuff. Uh, Generally, honestly, that's a nice question. Thank you for asking, because most of the people don't really even ask how should I say it? Like the balance is fine, I would say. You know, I still have time for the gym. I still have time to actually do something on the side. I don't feel like coding and working for the community is actually something where I'm draining from. You know, it's actually I'm rather getting more energy than I'm losing energy with the community. You know? And that's the biggest part why I actually stayed with the community all those years. You know, there's been
Yeah.
a few times where I really lost my temper. I really was thinking, oh, I should just leave. There's no reason for me to be here. But a lot of people just asked me, yeah, I just wanted to keep using some stuff or just wanted to talk to somebody, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
always here, you know. I'm an open person. I don't really hide anything. And uh, for the balance itself, as mentioned, it's like a small vacation every time when I get on with some nice people. You know, I met so many nice people through the years, and I don't know. I don't see it as a how is it called? I don't see it as work. I see it rather
Yeah,
as
like a job.
a hobby,
Yeah.
as
Oh, that's good.
even the
It's definitely DayZ community is definitely like you mentioned before, like with bots and things for like GTA, but Definitely DayZ, when I came into the DayZ community a few years back, I was really taken aback to how different it was compared to every other community in any other game. It's so unique and the people are unique and you know, how we, connect with people. It's amazing the connections and that
All the
that we make in
connections.
the DayZ community. It brings us very, very close together, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
But and that's what keeps us here, isn't it?
exactly. This is something you never see in any other community, you know. I've been working, as mentioned, with GTA and stuff, and people come and leave servers. They never stick around to actually meet somebody, actually play with somebody. I remember the first time I played DayZ, somebody picked me up with their car, geared me up, and I've been driving with it. I remember it well. We've been driving for 2 hours just talking. Like I never
Mm.
experienced something like that in a game like GTA or something. Uh, DayZ of itself is not much of the game, but the freedom to actually do what you want to do. And a lot of people actually want to be free and want to like talk with others, you know, and want to be
Yeah.
communicating, want to be helpful, want to be just team up with somebody and have a nice chat, have a nice day, have a nice and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
something
And
you
have that
cannot
connection.
find. Exactly. And that's something you cannot find anywhere. That's literally something you cannot find anywhere else. Like, for me at least, I couldn't find it anywhere else.
No, I agree. There's no other game out there like it. Like anywhere. It's so unique that way. And the fact that as well that we have that like a lot of games as well, like I'm from Australia, so and a lot of games won't give us that choice to be able to connect with other people around the world. Like when you launch up the game, even if it's an open world server, it will just automatically pop me into a server with the best ping, which is, and I'm just with other Australians. Whereas DayZ, we have that freedom where we can, go on, meet people from all around the world, all different cultures. And I think the most, yeah, and I think the most beautiful part is that, you know, uh, you don't know who's, you know, uh, behind the mic or, behind behind the keyboard or the controller, and they can be of any age, race, background, had a different cultural upbringing, religion, whatever. But like you mentioned, you sit in a car with someone that just goes away and you're just connecting on a real human level and regardless of everything else that surrounds us in our real life. And I think that's a really beautiful thing.
And that's quite beautifully said, to be honest. You've wrapped it up nicely for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a way with
It's
words.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, clearly, clearly.
No, that's definitely just when you were talking about that first experience. That's was my when I first started playing. It was something that just really touched me about DayZ and why I continue to play because it's got some really great friendships. Um, you know, beautiful friendships from people all around the world who are yeah definitely what keeps me here. I do have another question. Probably I'll probably take you up a lot of a lot of time, but I do have sorry, but I do have another question. Um, just when you were talking about balance, which thank you for answering. Now, don't have to answer. This might be a little bit more personal, but can you tell us a little bit about sort of what you do in your IRL? Like you mentioned, you go to the gym, and can you tell us sort of a bit about like who you are?
I don't have a problem. Like I can tell you, generally my whole day, it's nothing too complicated. Generally, I wake up mostly early in the mornings, like 7, 8 a.m. latest. I have a main job, which is like also programming. Currently, I'm doing Java backend development, and I do there like 3, 4 hours from 9 a.m. to like 1, 2 p.m. Generally, in the meantime, also online on my PC or another laptop, where I'm constantly online on Discord and checking the live chat on the website, waiting for tickets to come in. Generally afterwards, after like 6 p.m. when the night comes, I generally go to gym. I'm mostly at the gym for 1.5 hour. Depends
Mhm.
on the time. Mostly go cycling in the evenings, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. I go generally cycling outside. But in the meantime, it's mostly sitting on the PC or actually just uh, answering tickets. It's
Mhm.
fine by me, to be honest. You know, I got enough physical movement with the gym and the bicycle. Uh,
Yeah.
Hopefully, somewhere soon, I get a standing desk and maybe put a treadmill underneath me. Maybe even generate some electricity that way. But
Yeah, so then you could kill two birds with one
yeah,
stone,
I'm really
stone, so to
trying to
speak.
move. Really trying to move to like keep it a bit healthy. I'm currently 28, but most of the people my age, also myself included, a few years back, I had back problems, I had this problems, this not bigger health problems, but generally the back, generally the
Yeah.
back. Uh, Carrying my teammates and stuff, but generally sitting on the PC. Generally sitting all day on the PC.
Yeah, we
And
got to work on that core. We got to work on that core strength to
yes,
support our
exactly,
backs.
exactly. Core strength, yeah. So yeah, I'll
That's what I'm
recommend
working on at the
everybody to
moment.
just. I recommend everybody to just walk around a bit or do anything, any kind of movement, any kind of movement. It's really a game changer, I would say. Even 20 minutes a day of movement is like really a game changer for your health, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but generally, that's it. I spend my all my free time I spend with my wife. She doesn't play much games, but she's like a bookworm, and I mostly sit around beside her while I'm working, and that's generally my day. I don't go out much. I don't do much. How it's called? I'm not sure. It depends on the culture, I would say, but we got a really big coffee culture here. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
everybody goes out here every few hours. I want to drink a coffee outside, drink a coffee outside every few hours.
Cool.
Don't really enjoy that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the Balkans. If you've ever been here, it's like specifically what we're known for, like a cigarette and a coffee outside, and always black coffee, always the black coffee.
Well, ours is in Australia similar, but it's beer.
That's
Ours is
it.
usually let's
Cigarette
go
and a
to the
beer.
pub and have a cigarette and a beer.
Yeah, it's
Very similar.
similar everywhere. Very similar.
Very true. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to answer my questions and lovely to meet you. Thank you, thank you. We
Nice,
appreciate everything that you
nice.
do for the
I'm glad to be
community.
here. Nah, it's really the least I can do. Really happy to be here. Even more than you,
Yeah.
trust me.
No, it's been great. Thank you. And I'll hand the floor over to my other
That's it. Mr.
co-hosts
Q,
here if
Mr.
they have
Noah, Mr.
questions.
Brandon. Anyone like to ask
Yeah, yeah, I
questions?
got. Yeah, so, well, first off, congratulations, Mr. Eden, on everything you've done with Lawsbot. It's been around for a long time, and it's probably one of the better bots out there in the DayZ community. But is there anything new and innovative that you're working on at the moment that you could share with us?
You mean specifically for the DayZ bot or something else?
Either or. I know you were mentioning that you've been working on the GTA 5 5M at the moment, which is coming to console soon, I understand.
Yeah, hopefully it comes to console. To be honest, so far I know Rockstar has bought them, bought out 5N. So I'm in hopes that they're gonna actually bring it to console. But in the meantime, I've been working on Ark Survival, Conan Exiles, and so on. I would really like to like widen the range, widen the range of the community we can get together. It's not really much about the bot, but rather just trying out like what I can actually do at this point. I've been used to actually just doing dry coding, like specifically for server management and so on stuff, you know. But this is actually something it's actually fun, you know. It's actually fun.
Yeah,
And
nice.
but yeah, I've been trying my hands on bit of 5M, Ark Survival, Conan Exiles, but my main focus is really the DayZ community, because God knows how long I'm gonna keep doing this, you know, and I just wanna have like I don't wanna leave people, you know. It's really for me it's really hard to actually leave somebody behind or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Awesome.
And I feel like if I would just say, like one day just be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this, I'm gonna do something else. And I feel like DayZ is still requiring most of my attention, so I always do a little bit on the side, but 90% of my time is actually here
Yeah, nice.
with everybody.
You cannot leave. You are stuck forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
None of
and
us
then
can.
That's it.
It's a Hotel California.
That's it. All right. Brandon, Noah, any questions?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't know. Wait 1 second.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Sad.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, you keep forgetting your fucking questions. Uh,
take your time.
yeah, I
Think
forgot
the
my
door is
questions. I
locked.
had the questions earlier, but it's gone now. So I'm just gonna ask. I'm not sure about this question. Aber was geht ab?
Ja, das ist gut bei mir. Bei dir?
Ja, bei mir auch eigentlich so. Wie läuft Leben? Ganz gut, ja.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Ja, ich glaube, das
Generell
Spiel hat
gut,
mein
ja.
Leben ruiniert, Alter. Ja, und bei dir?
Ja, bei mir auch. Zum
Ja.
Glück habe ich noch die Heirat irgendwie.
Ah, wirklich, ja. Das ist, ja. Ich hasse dieses Spiel. Ja, that's my questions, thank you.
Ja, ja, danke.
Ja,
Sehr tief
alles
gehend,
Gute
ja.
noch, ne?
Yeah.
Ja,
That's what
gleichfalls.
we're international here. That's what we're all about.
Well, Rob, you have to include subtitles on that YouTube.
I'm gonna have to. I've got no idea. Mate, you, Brandon. Brandon's from the 8 community. Dev teams for the Receding Man's 8 server. He's still here and awake. He's chilling in the back. He's just
Any
chilling.
questions, Brandon?
The night. Yeah.
Yeah, the knight at the back.
Yeah.
No, he's just chilling. All right.
Our
Well,
protector.
Very good little one-on-one. We're going to dive into our little group trap. I hope you have a little input for this. You've probably seen that our community, or the console community, recently had a Jupiter hotfix for 1.25, and it got delayed twice. Even the first time they said rip it out and purge away. Anyone have any thoughts on that?
Don't think that they should have announced that it's ready and everyone should go to fucking coast and start
Fuck,
purging
merge.
when it wasn't ready. Yeah, that caused a bit of a shit show.
A bit of a distrust.
Oh, yeah.
Should they have just kept the code and just wiped, or should they have done what they did and just walk away?
I don't think. At the very least, even if they didn't come out for a hotfix, they should have done the wipe, because that would have still made a lot of people happy. It would have stopped a lot of servers that were lagging and buggy as shit from being buggy,
Yep.
cleaned up a lot of those horrible fucking dumped fucking walls.
Yep, the towers and the walls and stuff. %. We do have a few questions from the what do you call it? Did anyone notice the skills have gone? The soft skills are gone.
Yeah.
Were they actually gone from experimental
Oh.
this time?
Yep.
I didn't notice. Yeah, right.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people didn't really know about them anyway, eh, Noah? So,
Yeah, no.
how many people are actually...
What?
the
Fuck
soft
off.
skills. Yeah, the soft
Yeah.
skills are either the sewing or their
Well, I think
intentions
we-
was to
we
make
noticed
one a
them, but
better
we
builder.
didn't-
Yeah, one was meant to be a better builder, the other one
Yeah.
was supposed to do your pristine clothes.
I don't think we
I mean, my
ever
big-
really utilised it, did we?
Well, no, because as we've said many times, as soon as there's a server reset, that resets itself. I think if they'd
Yeah.
stopped that from happening, it would have been okay, and there would have been a use for them.
Mm,
No, it should only reset when you die. That probably would have been better.
yep.
Yeah. Which I don't understand why it wasn't like that.
I wouldn't know the technical information the player
It'd probably take a
file.
lot.
Yeah, the player file would have to remember.
It's a lot of storage.
And what you're drawing on that.
Honestly, it's not actually much storage.
No?
No, not really. I mean, we for the kill feeds actually saw more information about it as than the game itself. But the game runs on a lot of ancient code, I would say.
Yep.
That's the general issue. I mean, I'm putting myself in here again, doing again the monologue, but with the kill feed of myself,
No, that's
I
fine.
redid the
I
code.
prefer the experience.
I redid the whole code maybe 6 times already, like everything from scratch, and that's something you can't really do with the game, you know. There's where the kill feed has maybe 50k lines, this whole game should be going in the millions, you know. I'm pretty sure they can't really go back on a lot of stuff and actually fix it, you know.
Yep.
And I guess there's a lot of leaks, information leaks, not information as in leaks, so, but memory leaks, which just can't be fixed later on, and they just keep building on top of it, you know, and sadly that's the way it works at the moment.
It must be strange as a programmer looking at the code and seeing such easy fixes and thinking why are they not getting in there and tinkering with it?
Oh mate, I'm just gonna tell you one example for that, and you might understand everything. When I go through my old code, I always say, "What? How was I this stupid at the time when I was writing this?" When you go back later to old code, you always be like, "Oh God, why did I do this? I knew this is gonna make a problem later on." But at that moment, it's just a quick fix. You know, a lot of times you don't really have time to actually just redo a whole module, a whole thing, you know, like the moment we just...
Yeah, you just flowing through it, and if it works, you move on, and works and move on, and you keep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I can definitely see that.
The problem is when other code depends on that code, you know, like for example, like simple setting animation, for example, say there's a bug, sorry, there's a bug in animations, you fix it for that moment, but later on somebody else wants to use the same function, the animation function, let's say, and the bug just keeps not reproducing, but because that second person who used that function actually expects it to not work 100%. They already recode something so it works one way. Then if you go back to fix it, it's not going to work for everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
They already did
If
their own
somebody's already
fixes.
built off it, then it's not going to work how they built off it.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, I can imagine how many dominoes are in DayZ coding.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing with the DayZ coding, because there's been so many different devs come and go. There'd be so many different types and lines of code that would be different when another dev comes to play with it. They don't know exactly how that code was written, and it could easily mess things up.
100%.
I would imagine.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, that also brings us back to, the dupers and what they're doing. They're, I suppose, manipulating the coding errors and the leaks and stuff like that to fulfill what they are doing on server. In that case, can they be stopped? Do we just see hotfix after hotfix of a hotfix of them trying to patch over the top of already broken code?
I think so.
Mhm.
That's the way it's been for a long time.
Yeah.
Just a lot of
I mean-
band-aids, bruv. Just a lot of band-aids everywhere.
Just got the band-aids out. Just a fat
Exactly, just a lot
box.
of band-aids.
Yeah.
And yet it still climbs on.
No,
It's crazy, isn't it? It's just,
Yeah.
it's just it'd be frustrating. Like, it's not frustrating for me because I don't see the code or realize what's in it, but it would be frustrating for especially a lot of the coders and modders out there who not only see what's broken in the game, but then go through, build a new mod, go all the way through it, and then there's a hotfix, and that hotfix they have to then go back through and try and rework their mod back through. I mean, it doesn't happen much on console, but a lot of the mods have flown from the PC world down into console and be incorporated into the game.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no going around it, to be honest. With every update, something's gonna break. Like, there's no chance where you can actually test 100% everything added, what it's gonna bring and what's gonna break, what it's gonna... No way to 100% test.
Yeah, even
And I
if-
guess that comes down to why we say wait for 3 hotfixes after every update and things might start running it a bit smoother.
yeah, yep, yeah. And I suppose that's why it's even different for experimental. I'm sure they don't clean copy across. I'm sure it comes through to the point where they'll run experimental runs in a unique form, and then when they bring it across, they don't like take experimental 1.26 and delete everything of 1.25 and copy it across. I think they just change everything that's in the files, and that's where you get the errors. Because experimental runs beautifully. It's gorgeous. And then when you wait till it updates and it'll just be a mess. We usually take bets on what's going to break in the Discord. But yeah. Combating dupers on community. There's a lot of bots out there, and even some of the kill feeds that roll anti-duping, I suppose, coding. Can it be stopped on there?
I mean, if we actually had more access to the game files, we could actually do a lot more. But at the moment, DayZ Console, most of the files, most of the player data, the model, the internal, internal data simply, is locked away. We generally got no access. I mean, there are, how should I call it? There are always ways, but none of us want to
Back
actually go
doors.
the way of Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to
exactly.
say, is it more of a case of you know how to, but you're thinking, yeah, you
You're not
probably
allowed to.
shouldn't.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and the problem once again appears if something breaks, then nobody can confirm whose fault it is because everybody had backdoor access.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, hopefully in the future, I mean, at the moment already I realized that dayzxbox and generally the modding community has been recognized by Bohemia. I'm not sure by B or the B team, but I had some mails back and forth with them asking for some stuff, and I realized they even are active on Reddit, they even are active on the forums, and they actually try their best. I can say they not, but you know, there's always so much you can allow people to do and allow people to see, you know. There's, you know, the game, as she mentioned beforehand, like there's people from the whole world here, and there's a lot of different rules and applications. When people join the game, they can't really say, "Oh yeah, accepted. All my data is going to be processed for kill feed, for anti-cheat, for this, for that, for that," and it's different in every country, you know.
Yeah. Different policies and
I don't
regulations.
think exactly. Like, I don't think they will actually allow us to actually touch up everything. You know, for example, if they allowed IP bans and stuff, it would mean access to people's IPs. It's not there's not much you can do with somebody's IP address, you know, but it's still something people don't want to be online publicly or given to somebody, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Me
100%.
included. If,
Yeah, well,
if I knew that
I
my
run a
IP address.
VPN too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if I knew that my IP address would be visible to everybody when I join the server, I would be really, really careful where I would be joining, you know? And understandably, that's why they won't give us access to a lot of the stuff, because there's a lot of people that would abuse it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's
There's always
definitely,
a few that ruin it for the many.
and that's the
Exactly, yeah.
security, I suppose, of console in the opposite form. As much as they're not giving us free range, we are secured.
Yeah, exactly. At least we are somewhat secured from yeah. I mean, GTA 5 is still peer-to-peer on PC, and you could literally see who the host is of the session and everything, and they would actually see everybody's IP, everybody's status, everything from everybody, you know. And that's still even today the case. Yeah, it's not really secure, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm not sure how up to date you are with everything happening over GTA 5, but you had cases where people would get their PCs hacked, even single player gaming, which just by playing GTA while being online. That
Oh, sugar.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's hectic, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, and I guess that's the biggest issue here, because as she mentioned again, for a few bad apples, we all gotta pay the price.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shame.
100%. 100%. Yeah, Mr. HXC Avenger says he gathers console IDs to track the duper's ults. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah.
He's a smart
Didn't
man.
know that was a thing.
Yeah. I didn't know my console had an ID. Should every update start with a wipe? And if not, what's wrong with wiping? What is the big stigma against wiping?
I believe they
Um,
should. And I think the only stigma about it is people are too scared for losing their player progress or their ginormous bases they've taken 6 months to build.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
point. Good point. Mr. Noah?
They have to play the game again.
Yeah, Brandon have to play a game
I,
with him again.
I'm just gonna sit in
100%.
my base all day, wait for Johnny to stroll by.
I um I think they should wipe it, but sometimes it's nice when you log in after not playing for ages and you just have a Christmas hat. It's not even in the game anymore,
Yeah, true,
And then you
true.
get killed and get fucking pissed.
And a candy cane.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I had the blue Christmas hat for ages, right up to March, and died with it, and no one got it back for me.
It's just a
Aw.
nice feeling to have, But
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you should wipe it. Take the fucking gear from the dupers.
Oh, I
Fick
think
durch, you
No.
duper.
I think Noah makes a good point there.
Straßenliebe.
All the stuff that combines, like, the witch's hood that only comes out once a year, that combines with the chainmail top. There's those sorts of things that they've implied into the game now. It's the ultimate in scratch proof and it's the ultimate in insulation. So game-wise, I suppose it was very hard for them to wipe everybody's progress and take those things away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big wipe guy,
Yep.
personally.
Yep.
I enjoy building up stuff slowly, but I do understand the situation where somebody just doesn't want to play against somebody who is no lifing the game for 6 months.
But does that also see as you become, because you put so much time into the base, the server and stuff like that, and so powerful, do you then in DayZ become like the bandit or the boss or the person that everybody looks at to say, hey, we're going to raid you one day, we're going to come and kill you and take you out?
The main boss of the game, eh? I mean, well,
I guess
wasn't,
that's the
and
thing.
that's-
It levels the playing field, doesn't it? It doesn't allow people to build up to that boss level, really. So it's probably a good thing in a way. I mean, imagine if we never had any wipes. Imagine, just take a moment and imagine these people that spend you know, 20 hours a day on DayZ building and building. They're out there, and just
Yeah, 100%.
hoarding.
The hoarders.
Yeah, I mean, the hoarders. Yeah, we're doing. Maybe it's a good thing to help those hoarders. Let go, not have the gear fear. And,
yeah, help them.
Help them.
help them. Yeah, help them with their problem of hoarding.
Mr. Noah,
There is no need to collect 50 kitchen timers.
there is.
know?
I
Just saying.
I need 45 eye patches and 15 plantations of pumpkins.
Yeah.
Right now, far away.
Oh shit, one moment.
You always just say it. You just got to blurt from now on.
Yeah. No, I don't want to interrupt people, but I often wonder how do dupers become dupers? Is it just like that fucking hard-working person earning a lot of shit money and just doesn't know what to buy with it, and then spend it on DayZ to learn how to dupe, and then dupe a bunch of shit and build a base, and that's the goal?
You want to understand the mindset of a
Of the
duper?
duper.
Yeah,
I could-
yeah, I
I,
wanna
I could take
understand
you
the
back to
duper.
when I was duping. Like, I could take you back when.
Oh, yeah.
So it started. We were a massive faction, and it was the point that a lot of the time that we didn't want to get supplies. So base building stuff, we'd run out, get base building stuff, put it in a sea chest, dupe it out, and then 4 or 5 of us would just be duping these sea chests with like 2 planks, 2 stacks of planks, 4 logs, the building supplies for it all in one. So it was convenience of getting stuff done instantaneously. Now, when it came to loot, when we had god tents, it was more of the fact that we just organised when we were going to get on and destroy the coast. So we just organised with a group that ran at the same time. It was usually about 8 o'clock at night. My kids would go to bed at that time, and we'd meet at the back of Selinsky over the back of the hill where the little strip of towns are and the barn is. By the time everyone got there, and there was usually 10 to 15 of us, we would have 2 tents already down. Now, in each tent was a tent with a sniper kit and a full AR kit, plate carrier and all, and that's where we would go back to re-kit. So we just start at Three Valleys and just walk our way up to Berenzino and usually fight other factions. And they'd have their own dupe-in area. And it was just a more of, I suppose, convenience side of it. So we didn't have to stuff around.
See, now, the funny thing is the other side of that, when me and Yachty started duping, we were doing it because we were coming across people like the Peasent and big factions that were clearly duping shit, and we weren't competing with them. So we were like, fuck it, let's infiltrate, find out the method, and then we'll just go off with me and Yachty and dupe to compete.
Yeah,
That's all that was.
Yep.
So it's funny how it trickles down.
Yeah.
So you're saying from one side it's a lot of frustration, and from the other side you're just lazy bastard.
Convenience.
Yeah. Because it's very hard. It's very hard to kit up everybody with. At that stage, it was a Mosin and it was an SVD and a LAR. And LAR and SVDs were rare as hen's teeth. Well, they probably were in the Luke because we had, 10 in each tent, and
Because you had all of them.
well, every time we dropped the tent, there was another 20 on the server plus, full kits. Full kits. You walk into a tent, you could either be a sniper with the AR, or you could go the other way. So a sniper was like ghillie kit, plate carrier, no bag, pouches, green uniform, and then the AR kit was all black. Black assault vest, black tac vest with the LAR fully kitted. So if you died, you just went back. And I had a 10 of my own, and it was piece of piss to do it. From memory, it was just start to load out, cancel, drop it, and then load out, and it would think that you still had it in your hand, come back, you've got it in your hand, and it was on the ground. So, yeah.
The problem now is look at how easy it is now. You don't even have to load out anymore.
No.
Which is
That's why it's broken.
fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Which must be even harder for communities to try and combat duping on community servers, because there's no way to track whether they're duping or not.
No. That's it. You just got to find. We know who's duping in official because they got candy canes, and they got fucking a cauldron with 5 candy canes in it, and 6 75-round mags and hundreds of stuff. We hit a duping base earlier last week, and there was just loaded, absolutely loaded.
Loaded with a bunch of shit.
Yeah, all
Wasn't
the
even good
gas
stuff.
nades.
Just shit.
Yeah, it was just gas nades
Well,
and
that's
shit.
generally because all the good shit they've taken
They've
with
already
them. They've
taken
just
with
thrown
them.
that base down in half an hour, 45 minutes, done a major dupe, and then be like, right, we're off. Let's leave all this shit here and take what we want.
Yep.
But when I started yelling, I'm gonna destroy everything, and started shooting their backs, they fucking logged in with the alt and murdered us.
Oh, shit.
Cared about it. Cared about this stuff.
Does anyone have anything to add
Well,
to the
did they-
conversation before we... Oh, yeah, you guys keep going. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, was it that they cared about this stuff, or they just found someone that was easier to shit on and wanted to do that, which is the mindset of a duper. I'd rather just come and shit on you for the fun of it, that's it.
As you broken gear, yep. Actually, before we wrap up, the Queen has a question. She wants to know, Mr. Laws, if you could add a onesie into the game, what would the onesie be?
I could add a onesie in the game.
Yep. So you could run around as whatever you like as a giant onesie.
Thank you, Brandon.
Onesie. Interesting question, to be honest. And one thing. You know, generally my first thought would be like some mascot, you know, from the basketball games, like some.
Giant mascot. Sick.
Yeah, yeah, that would be my first thought where my thinking is leading me. Generally for clothing, hmm, add more variety to it. Currently, I understand this.
Oh, I'd love more clothing. I just want the wedding dress. I've said it a million times. I just think we should have like we should in a church. It'll be like an event that happens randomly in a church, like on Kill Bill, you know. And you walk in, and there's like two dead, peeps, or maybe two zombies that spawn in, yeah, in a church, and one's wearing a tuxedo, a powder blue tuxedo, and the other one's wearing a wedding dress. How cool would that be?
Can I
as an
change
event?
it? Can we do it with Beetlejuice instead, where they pull the two spirits in to
Oh,
marry?
yes.
Can we? That'd be so much better.
Yeah.
All right, Beetlejuice or a Kill Bill
Oh, Kill
style.
Bill.
And yeah, but I just thought, it'd be really cool as well to have like a pregnant zombie in a wedding dress, in church. That would be like so mind blowing because we haven't had any pregnant zombies. Just saying.
That's it. With kids all in the
Yeah.
altar, just to really mindset you right up.
There could be a problem adding kids to the game. I could just see that.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
not a
I
kid,
so wish
just a
we-
pregnant
All the
zombie.
weirdos, dude. Oh my God.
100%.
fucking-
All right, let's change the subject.
Can we
And
get?
also,
We just
the,
need to confirm on the mascot. Which mascot would you like to see in the game? Mr. Laws, what mascot?
oh, I think have we lost him?
Well, I think we lost his mic.
I think we've lost him.
Yep, we have a first-time chatter. Very early in alpha development,
I think
Dean
our blue
Hall
guy has
mentioned they were considering giving every item a unique ID to identify duping, but it apparently wasn't a practical solution due to, if I remember correctly, performance and potential workaround issues. Well, you might need to log out. I can't remember how long I set my logout for. Stop pointing at
Noah
me.
has a
Noah.
question as well.
Noah, would you like
Yeah.
to speak?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, hey, can you hear me? Can you talk?
I don't think
It's
he's
very
I
important.
think he's lost his mic.
Ah, shit.
If it's plug-in Laws, just take the symbol away, unplug it, and replug it in. You did break in with the onesie question, Queen, 100%. Winona Riders, Winona's red dress.
I can't remember the red dress,
No,
although it's
neither
been a
can
long
I.
time since I've watched Beetlejuice.
Running after freshies with a wedding dress on, Cara, cry and marry me from Gara.
yeah, I can hear you. Very quiet, though,
That would be cool.
I think. Hello?
Is there a way to wipe just loot and not
Yeah,
buildings?
yeah.
Guys, there is.
Jetzt funktioniert?
Yeah, that's better. We can hear you.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Ja.
Okay. Also gut, meine Frage ist, sehr, sehr wichtige Frage auf jeden Fall. Sprudelwasser oder stilles Wasser?
Sprudelwasser.
That
Sprudelwasser, ja, auf
that
jeden
was
Fall.
sparkling water
Yeah,
or tap water.
Oh,
Ja, aber welche Marke? Welche Marke oder hast du eine Lieblingsmarke?
ich weiß ja, dass es nicht von Deutschland ist.
Wie bitte?
Bei uns gibt es ja nicht von Deutschland. Also. Ich bin nicht sicher, welche Marken ihr da habt.
Ach so, wo kommst du her?
Montenegro.
Wie bitte? Bisschen
Heißt
alt.
Montenegro. Das ist neben Serbien und Kroatien hier.
Ah.
He's talking
Aber du
about.
bist dann schon Deutsch, oder warum
He's talking about
kannst du so
beers.
gut Deutsch dann?
Ja, keine Ahnung, ich hab's einfach gelernt. Ich
Ah.
war da auch ein paar Mal in Deutschland, hab
Oh.
dort gearbeitet.
Ah, wirklich, ey, ich dachte wegen deinem Akzent, du wärst irgendwie Deutsch, also, ey, voll cool, entschuldige ich. Ja, ja gut, ja, aber ey, Sprudelwasser, ja.
Ja, Sprudelwasser, ja.
Ja, Sprudelwasser, die mögen kein Sprudelwasser, die sind so komisch, wirklich.
Nein!
Scheiße.
Nein! Halt's Maul. Nein!
We'll play the game first.
No, it's happy.
All right, can we duck down to our little game? We're going to play a little game, a little obstacle course. It involves shooting people.
Yeah.
It involves
very bad
racing
at
to
it.
the end. Involves walking over Brandon,
Can I,
using him as a doormat.
Yeah, clean off your feet before leaving, please.
That's it.
can I show you my little fucking glitch or whatever?
Can you do it
before
with a single barrel?
Was?
Do it at the end.
Ein
Do it at the end, because then you'll have a shotgun.
Okay.
Welcome
Didn't you
everybody.
say
Hope you have a
you want
lovely
to show
day.
us
I
his
think a cosplay
Ah, der
display
Glitch.
event.
Nochmal Bitch. Ich hab keine Bitch, leider, Bruder, ich wünschte, aber auch keine Bitch, also weißt du, keine Ahnung, Alter.
All right, before we crack those gates,
Stop talking about Q.
we'll show our guests our little run through. So this is a race event. It's basically we start from here and we race through until this platform up here. There's a few obstacles to go through. Ignore that. That's mine. So this is finish line.
That's mine.
That's the safety device. I'm the medic. So we start down here at the gate and we end here at this platform. Now, in this apartment, you'll find shotguns with rubber slugs. So you can use them to slow down your opponents. You have the mesh maze.
Yeah, I'll shimmy off here so you guys have room.
You're good.
Interesting.
We have a little platform jump through. You can pretty much run through it. Next is the high-low road. So there is a wire to get across, or you can go down the tunnel, across the bridge and back up. Then we take it down this tower here and then come around the piers. Be careful of those infected. They explode if they're killed. It'll make a nice... and then you race all the way up to the end. You can shoot anyone you want with the shotguns that you find, or you can race out. It's completely up to you. Yeah, it's just first to the end. If you get unconned or anything like that, you'll wake up pretty much instantaneously. If you can break a leg or anything, I'll take the crossbow to get involved to fix that.
Do it now. Do it now.
Go on, go do it then.
What's he doing?
Noah wants to show a glitch that he's got with the gun. Have we got time for that before
That's what
we...
I said. I said to him you could do it after. Do it after you finish your race.
Oh, after. Okay. Alright, here we go, peeps. Heads
Right.
on.
So we know how to play the game. We know what's at stake. Nothing. It's all about victory. Remember, in those rooms of the apartment, you'll find random shotgun slugs for rubber and shotguns themselves. Use that to stop your opponents from moving. Noah, you have to go through the middle gate. You can't just use the side little gate. We see you cheating over there. Yes.
Oh, and no punching, remember?
Yes,
No punching, peeps.
all you can do is use the shotguns to hurt people. All right, peeps.
Not allowed to touch people.
Are we ready?
Yep. Yep.
Set.
No.
Go. We can't open the gate.
Oh, gate!
Haha!
Go!
Right. Let's see who's first out the bat. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us for today. It's been absolutely sick having Mr. Laws on.
Fucking climb!
Well, Noah's ahead. Brandon's going.
Take the high road. Take the high road.
I can't fucking remember the way. I can't remember the way.
Go!
No.
It may have been
Hey,
changed.
how do you not know the way? It's just straight up.
It's not. What do you mean?
That's it. Work your way through.
Just gonna block you. Ha ha.
Hey! Oh, you son of a bitch!
Come on, Cokes, you got a shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't get up the ladder. Oh, there we go.
Oh, bro, you're behind. You're gonna have to take these people out.
Yeah, I got a shotgun. I'm good. I just follow. I let them go first so they could open the gates for me, so I don't have to think about it.
That's it. Little congestions at the start there
Shit. Fuck.
as they work their way through.
Fucking. Move your ass. Get the fuck out of the way.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
here it comes. Here comes the bullets.
Yeah, you better run, sunshine.
Oh, can you just fucking run over him? Fuck you, Q. Get the
Oh,
fuck out of the
no.
way.
What the fuck?
Nope. Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brandon. May have found a
Nine.
cheat. That's it. Got Noah in first, Laws in second. As we come to the end, high-low road. Here we go. Shotguns again. People get knocked down. Oh, people are panicking now.
Because you were in front. You're not allowed to punch. Not allowed to punch.
Not allowed to punch. You need to get a gun. Noah's across. I don't know what happened to Noah just then.
Ich bin Platz 1. Ja. Wait, what the fuck? Fucking shit. Fuck. The fuck did I do? I don't know. Wrong fucking way. I can't remember. Oh, fuck.
He went down.
Shit.
That's it.
Wrong
That's
fucking
a tie. Neck and neck.
Shit.
Neck and neck. Down you go. And then follow the piers all the way up.
Oh, went down the wrong fucking way. I can't believe it. Ah.
That's it. Follow this off. Jump off the edge. Then follow the tail. That's it. Follow them up and around. And then chase back up.
I forgot.
Run, rabbit, run!
She just shoot them off on the edge. Yeah. That's it. Bust your way through. Bust your way through.
Ooh, got a zombie, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you kill a zombie, it'll die, it'll explode, blow everyone up. Just saying.
Oh,
you
nice.
won't.
Yeah, boy.
Next time.
He got.
Come on.
Oh, there we have it,
fucking
Mr.
GG, man.
Noah. That was close the whole way. Mr. Noah
That was
first.
fucking. Oh, just fucking.
Brandon
because
second,
he's
Mr.
fucking-
Laws.
he's zombie fucking bitch out.
Our winner. There he is.
Can I borrow your crossbow for a
Uh,
second?
What do you have to say? Do you have anything to say? How was your victory?
Ich hasse Vögel. Und das ist my glitch. Look at that shit.
They didn't even make it. They're still.
And this is
Look
the
at that
problem we
shit.
have. We have people like this who can glitch the shit out of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I can either
You don't get damage or
Lass
whatever.
mich nicht an.
No, you can shoot with
Yeah,
it
you can
too.
shoot, you
Look,
can
watch.
Kill
Watch.
people.
It's
Yeah, let me just. Oh,
He's
fucking.
little.
Fuck.
He leans forward and shoots. Yeah, I'll give you some more arrows. Yeah, more
Oh, you
arrows.
can still hit him.
Give me some.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Laws, we appreciate you coming out on the show and diving into a little bit about you and
Ah.
Thank you for having me.
about the game. It was absolutely
Yes.
excellent run.
Whee!
But that's all the time we have
Peter,
for.
PvP.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We'll probably hang
Go
around
on.
and murder each
Gotta
other
catch
for the
me
next
fast.
5 minutes. So you're more than welcome to stay there for this.